Hello everyone, welcome. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. How's everyone? I have definitely been better when it has come to my wallet. Yesterday was kind of expensive, to say the least. You guys gotta stop farming points. You guys don't need points. Putting on pants? What the hell? I know some people do, but I don't. Like, how many of you guys actually like sleep naked? Is that a thing that people actually do? Because I've heard of it like through like TV shows and movies. I just thought it was just something as a kid when I remember hearing people say that. I was just like, is this something they just made up on movies and stuff like that? And then like a few years later, well actually a few years ago, when I went out with went interstate with some friends, and one of the guys was like, oh, I have to sleep in my own room. I'm like, okay, why? Is there like a particular reason? It's like, oh yeah, I like to sleep naked. I'm just like, that's a thing that people actually do. You know what I mean? Not me though. Not for me. I mean, for sure, no socks, but I don't mind sleeping with like clothes on. I guess it also kind of depends on the temperature, hey? I can imagine if it's like really warm. Oh, I don't know. If it's really hot, I kind of wouldn't want my bed to be like sweaty. Will the sweat permeate the clothes into the bed anyway? I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I'm just not gonna think about it too much. Yeah, I'm gonna start off today. Get some dailies out of the way first. Gotta get this out of the way, and then I will do some more weeklies and get back some money. If you give one of your Legion characters your money, you can lose it all at once and no longer need help. I mean, I don't need help if I have nothing to help, right? Genius play. If I spend it all now, I don't have anything to save. Yo, that is big brain. What do you guys think of that? I like how the number is like slowly going down. It was like at 140 something, and then 160 something, 180 something, and it went 80, 60. Oh man. If my Wild Hunter gets a drop, it might plummet even further. Because I still have to do my Wild Hunters weeklies. Unfortunately, it's going to be a slightly shorter stream today because I started kind of late. I started late because I went to pick up some stuff. And yeah. I got home like maybe half an hour ago, had lunch, now here I am. Sleep with socks on if you got home, passed out or dressed? That is crazy comms. I would never sleep with socks on. Like ever. When I went and got to bed, unlucky. Yeah, it's on the later side compared to usual. That I won't deny. Yeah. I need just another 25%, and then I will level up, and then I will probably stop playing my Cannon Master. In terms of grinding, I'll probably stop grinding on my Cannon Master. I was kind of hoping to max out a few more skills before I hit 286, but you know what? 286 before the start of the next event is not bad. Then I can focus fully onto the Len. And because I'm not going to really be actively playing on Hyperion, I'm going to do all of my weeklies in like a day or two. Probably do that on stream or something like that. And then when I come back to Hyperion, when I work on my Len in Hyperion, it's going to have like 500 bill waiting for it. What do you guys think of that? Good plan or a bad plan? I think I wouldn't mind it if it was able to solo hard Seren. Like if it came out of Challenger World about as strong as my Battle Mage, or like prepped to be as strong as my Battle Mage, I'd be pretty happy with that. Also, I noticed a lot of people put down this Fountain here. Is this guy's not playing Bishop? Like why do people put down Fountain? This is, like, I feel like I've seen this around every once in a while, but why is there Fountain here? Can I use this? Can I use... I can't use the Fountain, it's just there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Hello, Phantom. How you doing? One of my regrets of the Challenger World 1 that I should have done, that people told me to do, was grab the Budding Sprout title. Should have grabbed that for an extra 10% EXP. I need to start... get on to using my, what is it, 3x coupons. They're starting to stack up a bit. I have 12 here, and then like another 8 here. 12 here, actually. Gotta sit down and grind out these coupons. I've been using them mostly on boosters. But now that they're not giving any more free boosters, as far as I'm concerned, it's time to not be stingy with them. But then I have these 2x coupons that I bought. I feel kind of bad letting them expire. What is that? Use Fountain? I mean, I don't see why you would ever grind and put down Fountain. Like, that is not a human thing to do. Like, what is the actual reason? Like, genuinely, if there's no other benefit to putting it down, like, isn't that, like, so sus? Either that, okay. He actually just put down something over here again. There's a good chance his fountains are next to each other. What if he just, like, misclicked and put down 2 fountains? Because, like, he put something down here again. Oh, actually, we could see. I'm curious. What's this guy doing? Where's the show other people's effects, other characters? So now he put down this fountain. I guess it was just a misclick. I mean, if he has both his fountains near each other, he could have placed both of them there. Because that's exactly in the same spot that he placed fountain before. You know what? It's kind of cool seeing other people's effects. Can you see other people's effects while you boss? Yeah, but the thing is though, like, even if this guy misclicked, I feel like I've seen other people put down fountain as well. So, even if this guy is, like, he's chill, right? What about the others? I don't think the others were playing Bishop, because I know Bishop's Fountain does damage, right? It, like, goes off every once in a while. Combat AFK mob. Cut down potion usage. I mean, it's very, very niche. You know what? I'm just not gonna think about it. Printing more potions I can use? That's what I'm thinking too. Like, I feel, you know, I actually do know one person who is like genuinely out of potions. Because he only plays on one character as far as I know. And he used... I don't know if this is... like, I don't know how he used all of them, but apparently he just, like, AFKs a lot, and he leaves his pets on in town, and his pets just, like, drain his potions. Yeah, this one here, right? Like, pet auto potion. So he doesn't have this one on, but he has this one on. So he keeps, like, draining his HP, and he keeps healing. And then he just ran out of potions. Like, he unironically bosses. Like, dude, he does, like, H-Limbo. And he's just using, like, questionable pots for that. I don't know. I guess for Limbo is not too bad, but it's so funny to me that he's like relying on like the guild pots every week. I was just thinking to myself, why don't you just like turn off your thing? But I guess he just can't be bothered. Look, to each their own. I'm not gonna try to rationalize it. The guy's living off of ginger ales. Ginger ales and guild pots. But yeah, finish up these coupons, and then we'll go do some Wild Hunter weeklies. Throw guild pots on the floor? Yeah, same. Same. Yeah, the MVP guys have like a special pot that's just like one button. That they, or like one consumable. Yeah, he just like has infinite usage, right? Something like that. I think that was the case for like the old MVP Reds as well. Hello Bake Me, welcome. 110. Oh hell nah, this guy's farming points. 7-day streak. Oh, it's Grave. That makes sense. Yo, you're just farming points. Why are you guys on Twitch? That is crazy. Everyone's just here out trying to ruin my Carlos farms. My Carlos solos. You guys have found the real boss to grief me on. That's actually crazy. I was like, yeah, V-Hilla, Glooms, Dark Nails, whatever. Carlos, though. Even a simple rotate is so frustrating. Especially during the test, it's the worst. You lost 2,000 from the gamble yesterday? Dude, a lot of people lost points on the Belt V CFE. Dude, the Belt V CFE was a battle of all time. I've never seen so many people invested in me hitting. It's usually the other way around. Actually, no, it's a bit of both. Like, both people were hoping that the belt would boom or the CFE would go. It was quite fun. I need to change the rules on that. I think the rules are too in favor of the first item hitting 19. That was a little bit unfair in a way. What I should do next time, if I do this, is that the new rule is when both of them at 19, right? Let's say the belt and the CFE were both at 19. I'll go with, say, the belt, and I'll keep tapping that. If it goes down, and then comes back up to 19, then I swap back to the other item. They have to, like, take turns, otherwise it's, like, so much harder. So technically, like, that was a bit unfair. Like, the belt actually had like a real disadvantage, and it still went because the first item that you tap to 20 has a way harder chance than the first one to go into 19. I don't know. I think laddering each of them to 19 is fine, but once you get to 19, it's got to be like, if it goes below 19 and then comes back up to 19, then I got to start tapping the other one and then see if that one can go. It's got to like keep going back and forth. It was too one-sided that time. Real tech is to watch on Twitch for points and YouTube for ad block. You know what? That works too. I appreciate the support either way. But yeah. Today has been a pretty good day though. I went to my local card shop and picked up a box. And I cracked it with my wife and my cousin, because he's like over at the moment. We pulled some nice stuff. I'm in a pretty good mood. It wasn't a dud box. My starter decks though were kind of dud. Unboxing video? Nah, we're not doing unboxing video. No unboxing video. They play at the Philippine Worlds for Gundam? Nah. The only event that I'm playing in anytime soon is going to be the regional in Melbourne, which will be in like December. What's the pool chance? So I think this is like kind of consistent in Bandai games. I don't know if this is the case for Digimon and Dragon Ball, but I know in One Piece and in Gundam, there's the equivalent. There's two. I'm pretty sure they're guaranteed. There's supposed to be at least two alternate arts. So they're like the standard cards, but like with a different art, nice texturing and all that sort of stuff, right? And then in the rest of the packs, in One Piece, there's at least... Oh no, actually One Piece's distribution is different. It's got one secret rare and one alt art, or any combination of that. Either like two secrets or two alt arts. Sometimes you get three, like you can have like a secret, an alt art, and a special rare. Or like combinations of that. There's like 3 of the hits that you can get. And then the rest of it is just like the standard cards in the set. In Gundam, you have 2 guaranteed alt arts. 1 foiled resource, which is like one of the things, it's like a land in the game, basically. And it's like a shiny one. And you get 8, they call it legend rares, but they're just like the secret rares, equivalent in Yu-Gi-Oh! But there's 8 of them. I would say like the pulling experience when it comes to Bandai games in general feels way better than it does in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like in Yu-Gi-Oh! You're only really going for like specific chase cards, and they're like 1 or 2 super rares, maybe a couple of ultra rares, and then maybe one of the secrets. And if you hit anything else, you're probably gonna be kind of sad. Like if you don't pull the main hit secret out of a box, the box is probably a neg. But if you want to like pull most of the Bandai games, I feel like the boxes do generally maintain their value, but it really depends on the alt arts. The alt arts carry the price of your box. But I think that's fine. Like, in terms of playing the game, you can buy a box and reasonably hit most of the stuff you're looking for, or at least trade for them, and it's relatively cheap. Is this Sunday 2 times frags or just energy? I think it's just energy. Oh, imagine 2 times frags. I'd be farming all day if it was 2 times frags, trust me. Your brother's friend plays Gundam CCG and won first in Worlds? I don't know if that's like the actual Worlds tournament, or if it's just like a Philippines specific tournament. Because I know they had a Bandai Card Fest recently. That might be the thing that he won. I don't know about a World Championship. I don't know if they've done one yet. Because the game literally just started. It was like, it's on set 1. Oh, well, set 2 released today. I don't think it was a local one. I think it was a big tournament. If he made a lot of money out of it, I think it actually might have been a big tournament. Like, let me think. I think it's the Bandai Card Fest. Let's see. I think it was pretty recent. if this is the one that you're talking about, Bandai Card Fest, yeah, October, like 2 weeks ago in Manila. If that's the one that your friend's talking about and he won that would actually have been good money. Like, I'm pretty sure the winner prize of that is probably worth like, maybe, I'm gonna lowball this, I'm gonna say like 10 grand at least. If he won it. Like, the prizing for that is probably worth about that much. So if he did win that adds up. Yeah, the TCGs, if you're good at them and you run hot on a tournament, you can make a lot of money. Above the K's in numbers. I don't know how much it will convert to, because all I have to base it off of is the like the One Piece scene. Like, usually the guys that win, if they were to sell all their like prizing, it's probably within the 10,000s, right? For Australian, like Australian dollars. But if he's in the Philippines, he's probably selling it to like more people in Asia, so he might be able to sell it at a higher price. I don't know exactly what to expect from Gundam in terms of like regional pricing, which is basically what he got. But I can see it. It only takes one person with a lot of money to get FOMO, and then you can sell your championship stuff for very high. Flew to the Philippines to play? That's crazy. I mean, that's fair. Like, if you're... I'd imagine the price to fly from SG to the Philippines isn't too bad. It's out of the realm of possibility for me. It's too expensive. I also didn't have a passport until the other day. I had to renew my passport. Is out for another tournament? I don't know if there's any other big ones off the top of my head. I know there's another one in Germany. I don't know when that is. Is there a chance he's gone to the one in Germany? I think it's in Düsseldorf. Do you know when he's leaving? Because the one in Düsseldorf is in December. (31st to 6th of November). So he's not going to the one in Australia, because that's this weekend. Okay. I'm not sure then. But it could be another one of them that he's playing in. Could be the same thing. Yeah, Gundam is pretty popular. It's always fun to play in a new card game as well. I think if you're a card game enjoyer, it's always fun to join in the hype of a new one, and if the game is like also interesting to play and easy to pick up, it's like, yeah, why not? Let's play some tournaments, you know? Like, not too high commitment, just build a deck, play in the tournament, see how you go. And if you're a TCG player, chances are you will probably do alright. Because like the fundamentals between the games kind of carry over. But if you're a fan of Gundam, it's also like fun because it's different. Honestly, I think most card games have reasonable viewing experience. I think the only one that is like kind of hard for a viewer to watch is probably Yu-Gi-Oh! There's just too much stuff going on. Because they're resolving a lot of effects constantly. Compared to, I'd imagine for like What's another popular one? Let's say like Pokemon, right? Like Pokemon is like pretty intricate in itself, but it's like relatively straightforward in the sense where like one card does one thing and you're probably playing like 2 to 3 cards a turn. I think. I don't know Pokemon that well, but from my general playing experience, you're probably not playing more than like 2 or 3 cards a turn. Obviously there's like thinking and sequencing involved, which is where like the complexity comes in. But in terms of like the actual game, you're probably not resolving as many cards per turn. Magic, it starts off relatively slow. Well, depending on what deck you're playing. But you're also like not resolving like 15 cards in one turn. Issues with tier format was impossible? Yeah, it's just like 15 things going off at the same time. Chain link 1, chain link 2, chain link 3. Oh, that resolves. New chain link 1, 2, 3. I think it's gotten better recently. It's like less of that, but it's still pretty tricky to follow if you don't follow the game. We'll see a Bishop IL series, probably not. The next one I'll be doing is the Len, and I don't know if I'll be making a series afterwards. We'll see. Yeah, I'm picking up a decent amount of fragments today. I'll have you know it was for at least 3 episodes where I was working on a Bishop Mule, but that was a long time ago, and it got job changed into a Fire Poison. No, I just didn't like Bishop, unfortunately. Boom, 5,000 belts. There were a lot of belts that blew up on that character. What happened to the buck? I also decided I didn't really like the buck. I mean, just in general, I haven't really enjoyed making my videos because it felt like I was living in a loop permanently, making the same kind of videos. So I wanted to take a break from that. And hopefully the Challenger world is going to be different enough where the content will be interesting for me as well. Which is why I'm really looking forward to it. That Lens series, I'm actually genuinely looking forward to it. It's going to be very fresh. It's a new world and everything. Because the thing is, right, it's just the way that my account has been set up now. I don't have a reason to not be carried. That's the first thing. But from a viewing experience, I feel like a lot of people didn't really enjoy just watching me get carried. But like, for me realistically, I don't want to really solo prog again because there's no point, right? I've already done it. And now I'm just trying to make new resources. So that's one part. Like, obviously it's not that interesting to not see me struggle in bosses to like test out the class. But I don't really have an incentive to. Another thing is, like, my income is so high that I can brute force whatever the hell I feel like on that character. I don't really have an incentive in that respect to, like, slow down my progression for whatever reason. Like, my intention would be to, like, make it as strong as fast as possible. Right? So with those, like, main 2 factors, I didn't actually end up enjoying the videos I made, which was, like, kind of the main problem. Because it felt like there wasn't really much to it. I felt like the videos that I enjoyed making and also kind of like watching as well are the ones where, you know, you're trying to like figure out a problem and you try to like make the most out of the resources you have. But when my resources are basically infinite, or effectively infinite for a new character, it's a little bit dry. That was the main thing. So with the Len though, it's going to be completely different. I'm going to be playing in a server with like very limited resources, or the resources that you do get, you kind of want to try to make the most out of. I think that'll be fun to do. So Challenger World 2 is where it's going to be at. Prong IRL friends? Nah, none of my friends play Maple. I'm the only person in my friends group that plays Maple. I don't want to prog with JH. Because he's gonna gap me on episode 1. We're gonna finish off episode 1. I'm gonna be like level 230 and JH is already like 260. It's gonna happen. Yuppers. He's too sweaty. He can be very sweaty if he wants to be. But yeah, I do apologize that I haven't really been making any videos. But just hold on until Challenger World 2. That's when we're gonna run it back. And I'm actually like pretty excited for it. Until then, I'm just taking it easy. Trying not to burn out, I guess. I mean, I'm fine. I'm not really burning out. Yeah, actually, my wife asked me a funny question yesterday, or the day before. She said, "Do you even like MapleStory?" I was thinking, I was like, what? And then I realized, you know what, that's kind of a fair question. I feel like a lot of people who play this game don't actually like the game. For me, I actually like the game, genuinely. I wouldn't say that I'm burnt out from the game, but I do associate this game a lot more to work than to like leisure. So like when I finish up with my stream, like unless there were like some random things I haven't done, like say I need to do some dailies or some weekly bosses, then I'll go do them and I don't mind it too much. But most of the time, I do spend most of my time playing this game while on stream. So I don't actually play the game as much. I always tell people I don't play MapleStory on the weekends, which is like mostly true. Sometimes I do log in because I got nothing better to do and maybe I'll farm a bit, maybe I'll do some bosses. But for the most part, I don't really play this game, like in my downtime. Alright. Coupons done. Anyone prefer it this way? Yeah. I do feel kind of bad that I'm like not really making as many videos recently, but I know that I will like I'm pretty gassed out right now. It's just I don't feel very strong about my content. But once Challenger World comes in, I can feel it. It's gonna be good. And I'm gonna really enjoy myself. Alright, let's do some weeklies. It's time to hopefully not get robbed. Where'd my chat go? Oh, there it is. And that's all done. I don't need to unlock anything here. Nice. Alright. Let's get going. Let's get some money. Let's buy some Wild Hunter pots. As a Wild Hunter, Pepe hands. And some drop coupons. Let's go V-Healer to start. Let's use this. Kind of missed the VIPs. It's all gone now. Okay. 169, almost 170 now. Nice. Character's getting strong. Okay, I need to remember how to play this character again. Oops. That's a good start.
Rotate activated.
Oh hell no, not the
3
rotate.
seconds.
Not the rotate. I thought you guys were done with the rotate. Are you guys ready for my mini burst? AB Link. That's it. That's my mini burst. Feels Archer, man. They nerfed it? I don't think they did.
3 seconds.
I don't think it got nerfed. It was mostly unchanged. Where did you read it got nerfed? They lost 6% on the Jaguar skills? What? I thought they just redistributed the damage. That's so sad. I was under the impression that it was mostly unchanged, but they redistributed the damage. I was meant to burst again, but I messed up my entry burst. I mean, as bad as this sounds, it's no different for Wild Hunter. It's just doing the same thing. It's just staying bad forever. At least it feels better to play. You got that going for it. Get me out of this gas cloud. What am I doing here? They made primal grenade turn your opponent bossing skill. Oh, like they made primal grenade like good. I mean, it's alright now. It's not great, but it's alright. Oh my god. I accidentally jumped it. I keep forgetting this character has a triple jump now. Holy. Yeah, that's kind of tragic though, that the class got weaker. It's not like the class was that strong to begin with. Yikes.
Hello, Holly, don't get caught by the thread emoji.
Hello,
thread
Tilda.
Emoji, thread emoji, thread emoji, thread emoji, thread emoji, thread emoji, fire engine emoji, dolphin emoji, hibiscus emoji, thread emoji, thread emoji, thread emoji,
Hibiscus
thread
emoji. Alright. This guy is just finding out about emojis that nobody knew existed. Timed out 1% because he forgot his pets? What? No! What a way to like fail the run. He forgot his pets? Like you're talking about like the ones that auto buff you and stuff? What? That's crazy. Congrats on sauce, thank you. It's funny looking sauce. You're gonna have 1 Hexa skill for your important skill from Grenade and like 30 from Jagstorm. Try to manifest? It's all good. I mean, the one I want you to manifest for me more, CFE. Give me the CFE. This character actually already has a 22 source, which is kind of nice. Over an hour? I mean for Extreme Black Mage is only half an hour, but I get what you mean. I get the sentiment. But it's more like, if you think about it, it's one of those things where I feel like you should check before you go in. Unless it like died mid-run. If it dies mid-run, then it is what it is. You have the CFE. My mech had a CFE. Damage pretty good. Look at that. I did 50% of H-Dark in one origin
Pat
rotation.
Says, what do you think of my duck? Duck emoji, duck emoji, duck emoji, duck emoji, duck emoji.
I will zero out
Emoji,
if a CFE
equalizer
drops, by the
emoji,
way, on this
folder
character.
Emoji, scissors emoji,
Oh my god.
triangular ruler emoji,
Not the scissors
paperclips
emoji and me dying immediately. Are you proud of yourself, Tilda? I hope you're happy with yourself. Darknail is a paid actor, for real. Yo, this Wild Hunter kind of strong now. Look at him go. It's like a 4-minute run. I'm gonna wait for one more burst, but yeah. Honestly, not that far from soloing Seren, you know? Thankfully, I don't have to do that anytime soon. Needs a lot of Sacred Force to do that. But in terms of damage, it's probably decent. Oh. In terms of hands, not decent. I don't want to just DPS out. Oh my god. 6% though. Choose the on Xenon before the changes. That's fair. do you mean, come on, Darknell? Alright. Come on. CFE. CFE. Please. CFE, CFE, CFE. No. No CFE. No fun for you guys. Actually, there's... I mean, of course, I'm still looking for Zerk eye patch, so we're not completely dry yet. Feeling a book? Come on, man. Not the book. Not the book. It's definitely more fun to play characters that have a higher chance of possibly doing stuff in terms of drops. Does this have an emblem? It does actually have an emblem. I'm sitting on 4 set on this character. So that's why I really wanted the CFE, because if the CFE goes, I also have 3 belts in the waiting. So if I get a 22 CFE, in theory, I think I can actually swap off of it. Because I can make a Daybreak and swap off of the sup. Like 22 Daybreak. Oh, I already have a 22 Daybreak. There you go. So I could swap CFE off, 22 Daybreak, and then maybe if I get lucky, I could hit a belt. So it's, yeah, like, as in, like, it's genuinely okay chances. But it really hinges on hitting the CFE. Holy damage. What server do I recommend for people who last played pre-Big Bang? If you want to play pre-Big Bang, if you played pre-Big Bang, the game is completely different. So I guess the first question that I have for you is, like, do you want to be able to trade and buy things off other people? I find that that's like a very, like, common thing. Like, some people, the main reason I've seen a lot of people play in interactive is the ability to just buy and sell their gear. Like, the concept of that is what was appealing, not necessarily if it was good or bad. So if you want to be able to do that and trade with other people and buy stuff off other people, then you can only do that in interactive. But if you just want to experience the game and play the game and not worry too much about paying money or anything like that, then it's just Heroic all the way. Like, Heroic is the free-to-play server, right? So if you have no intention on ever, like, spending money or, like, have any inclination to buy or trade from other people, like, Heroic is 100% the answer. But I will say, if you're going in completely blind and you don't really know what to expect at all, then you can't go wrong playing in Heroic, in my opinion. Like, Heroic, the fact that it's just time investment and not any kind of monetary investment, it is kind of nice. You want to play to kill time? Then probably, I'd say Heroic. Heroic is one of those things where you kind of come back to whenever you feel like. And you don't feel too bad about it. Because it's, like, tied to how much time you've spent into it. It's like a very typical, like, the more time you spend, the further you get. Which is a good and bad thing, obviously. Takes a while to progress, but it feels pretty good when you prog. Finish your operation? Hey, congrats on your operation. I'm glad. It sounds like it was a success. But 11 months is a lot of time. I mean, in 11 months, you can get pretty far in MapleStory, I'll say that much. Like, if you play Heroic for 11 months and you have nothing better to do... Because, like, it sounds like if you're going to be in... it sounds like, you know, hospital or rehab to get to walk again. You know, you could genuinely get pretty far in the game in 11 months. I can't say you would go as far in regular server without spending money, but I feel like you wouldn't want to worry about spending money in this game. Yeah, the game has like completely changed. I will warn you straight up, like the game is completely different if you remembered pre-Big Bang. It is completely different. If you want to have a kind of an idea of what to expect, I do have a series on my channel where I progged in a heroic server from like the start. Like the start of the server. Maybe it'll give you an idea of what to expect. I feel like the progress I made on the character, on my battle mage specifically, I think it's a pretty standard prog. I don't think it was anything too crazy. But yeah, I have it linked, I think, in the description of my stream, if you're interested. Okay, come on, change. Man, I really want this character to get a Ring of Restraint 4. Where's my Raw 4? You just done watching the videos? Oh, there you go. Yeah. I think if you did watch the Battle Mage ones, that's a pretty good, I'd say, indication of how the game flow kind of goes. I think the main difference now is that they are making a lot of the account-wide stuff a lot easier to access. They've steadily made it so then things like Links and Legion, if you're familiar with that, it's a lot easier to progress those compared to before. Like, even from when I made my Battle Mage, like, it's a lot easier now. Which is pretty good, because, like, you get, like, the core free benefits of your account pretty early, or, like, relatively quick. And you can focus on playing the characters you actually really want to play, like your main character that you make. Whichever one it might end up being. You don't have to do Blackhaven or Heroes of Maple. Oh yeah, that's right. They did remove that. Thank God. I was not mentally prepared to do that in Challenger World 2. Actually a good tip. 100%. I mean, you can do it for fun if you want. But that content is not my personal definition of fun, that's for sure. Blackhaven stream. Dude, I gotta finish the Afterland stream before I do Blackhaven stream. Alright, Zerk. Give me your Zerk. No Zerk. One of these days I'll get a Zerk and it will go. The next Zerk goes, surely. Don't forget, we got it. Yeah, I know there's a Ring Fit stream. Don't worry, I didn't forget about it. I'm just not mentally prepared for it, you know? There's a slight difference. We tried using the 17 star scroll. What do you mean? Is it not just a 17 star scroll? Physically, it's probably worse. I don't know if I'm physically ready for any kind of physical activity. You're forced to watch your item gain every single star to 17. You cannot skip it. What the hell? What? Are you serious? You're kidding. Why Nexon? What do we do to deserve this? Oh no. I was gonna say, please don't go up in the air. What, did he just heal? Do I do this thing every time? Does it not do? I don't know. Stars are added individually. Did you have the animations ticked on? Maybe they fixed it. That is crazy though. 12 minutes left. I guess I do Lucid first. I don't care about the drops for Will that much. Anyone else use the 17 star scroll yet? I heard that it's kind of jank. How many Zerks has it blown up? It's blown up 5. The fact that I've seen 5 Zerks is already kind of crazy. You're not after what Anima said? You'd rather not find out? That's fair. It sounds like a case of, why am I not surprised that Nexon did this? What do you guys think was like one of the more like annoying things that Nexon did that they thought was like an improvement? Because I can think of at least one thing that they added, definitely thinking it was an improvement, but it wasn't. And that was specifically the Explorer storyline. Like when they did the Explorer revamp, they made it so then like the Explorers had an actual story that you could follow. But what it ended up being was mandatory cutscenes the entire way through until level 30, right? So you weren't playing the game for like the first hour, you were just holding down cutscene skip the entire time. Like, cool, I get that you wanted to give the Explorers like a proper story and then you gave them a proper story, but you could have definitely implemented it better than forcing every player to hold down interact for half an hour to get to level 30. The amount of people who like joined the game in that patch who are like, guys, do I have to do this every time? I remember that. They definitely did not think it through. It's when you came back? Yeah. Yeah, you had to do it every time you did an Explorer. It wasn't until a little bit later where they made it so then you just needed to do it once. Even doing it once though, it's kind of painful. But I guess now you can skip it, right? You can choose not to do the story. Or like the cutscene. And you can just like go off and do your own thing. Because there were so many people who are like, look, I don't really care for the story. I just want to play the game because I haven't played the game in like 10 years. Why am I forced to like read this story for 10 years? Oh. They're allowed to skip the story? I hope so. I just jumped down through the whole thing. What? Oh no, she's not currently bindable. My bind came up. But she wasn't bindable. When can you skip 0? Yeah. Well, to be fair though, 0 does start off at level 100, so that's probably why that it has that weird mandatory thing. Not that it's a very good excuse, but that's probably like the balance. The character starts at level 100, so you gotta do 2 chapters to get to level 100 for free. Dude, I remember when 0 and Beast Tamer were seasonal. 0 wasn't even originally in Reboot. I'm pretty sure, like, it took a little while after I started playing before it got introduced into Reboot. Oh, Beast Tamer was also seasonal. Beast Tamer was seasonal as well. So annoying skipping it just to go grind till... Yeah. I would also rather skip 0 and have it start from 0. Like level 0 or level 1. I think it's okay to have the tutorial stuff. Like, you know, how to jump. Down jump exists. Interact to, like alt to interact or whatever exists. That's fine. But the story should always be optional. Alright, let's do... Slime? Yeah, let's do slime. I need to buy a drop coupon. A 10-minute one so then I can go run Will immediately after. And then hopefully I can get some ring boxes. Please, Raw 4. Maybe I should try to get this character at least to E Carlos. I'm just a bit lazy. Hello, JH. Oh, okay, that was rude. Wait, why are my Jaguars down there? What the hell? I missed out on so much damage. You guys see how sad that is? The Jaguars spawned on the bottom platform. What the actual hell? Dude, I lost so much damage. Why did they even spawn down there? How did that even happen? What's the combat power? It's 170. Low CC. Came just in time to hear me mauled. These jaguars, man, are gonna be the bane of my existence. I don't even know how they got there. Giving off bad energy. Deserved. That's what I get for playing Wild Hunter. Perfect timing? Oh hell nah. Excited for the rework? It does look pretty good. I mean, I've heard nothing but like compliments to the new playstyle from like actual Wild Hunter players. I have heard today that like apparently it's an FD loss, which is kind of sad, but at the same time, why am I not surprised, Nexon? At least the class is kind of cool now. Bottom right. Bottom right. Honestly, the class isn't even that weak. I was just kind of surprised that they did actually nerf it. Honestly, the class isn't even that weak. It's just very burst heavy. And then the DPS is very lackluster, which makes it weak overall. But I think the burst is actually pretty okay. Just need another burst and we're out. I can almost clear this thing in like... It's actually a 5-minute run. As long as I have Origin, I suppose. Oh! Wait 20 seconds. Oh. Where's the thing not going off? What the? Why's my shift key not working? My burst! Something wrong with my keyboard? Oh my god. Why's my shift key not working? Did I do something? Did I activate sticky keys or something? I actually went into test. Huh. Guys, I need help. What happened? Did I disable my shift key somehow? Might have to restart my game. I spent all that time trying to figure out why my burst wasn't going off. No, I should be out. Why am I watching this? I mean, the shift key is working to type. Look, see, I can alternate my caps and stuff like that. But the input's not being registered inside the game. Wonder what happened. No, but then the shift key works when I type. Well, that's a slight problem because I do need it to burst. That's fine. Oh. I accidentally pressed Maple Goddess. Shadow Band. Oh, it works now. Oh, it fixed itself. Yeah, maybe when I swapped the maps, it like got unstuck. That's never happened before. I'm so confused. I don't think it was anything to do with sticky keys. I think it was something to do with the game. Because I could still type with it. Oh. It's like blink failing to work? Possibly. Sometimes I didn't blink, yeah. That happened in our limbo run. That was so sad. It's okay, the grindstone didn't drop anyway. You make someone else blink for you? Yeah, that's what we did. But red scammed me. The blink was puny. Nothing dropped, but the blink was pathetic. Wait, did it actually drop? I don't remember. No, we got a grindstone in C Carlos. I think. And then JH lost 500 mil. Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure we saw a grindstone somewhere. Oh, did you lose? Did you lose it? I'm still 0 for 0 on grindstones. When is it my turn to win a blink for a grindstone? Every time I win a blink, nothing drops. Your account is allergic to Oz 5. 0 for 6. Look, I'm gonna win that blink and it's not gonna hit anyway. I'm not even gonna see it. Look, I don't care about losing the money. At this point, I just want to believe that I can also get a chance. I want to join the 0 for whatever number. I don't want to be 0 for 0 anymore. All the cool kids are 0 for 1 or 0 for 5. I'm 0 for 0. 0 for 20? You know what? If I'm 0 for 20, then I get to complain about it. Sounds like a W to me. Isn't JH getting pretty close to 0 for 20? Like, actually. Ready to go 0 for 30? Oh hell no. Surely one of them hits eventually. Why do I get the feeling that the one that's gonna hit the 5 first is going to be his Demon Slayer? It's not even gonna be his Bowmaster. Just a feeling. End Limbo Warlords? Wait, can you get 6 from End Limbo? Dude, I've definitely seen like E-Colors mules with like 5s before. Which is kind of funny. For the 6s, can you only get them from like Extreme Carlos and H Limbo? Hello, Phantom. Six grindstones. Oh, any Limbo. Ah. I didn't realize that. Is it the same grindstone or is it like a different grindstone? So the grindstones look different? Yeah, interesting. I didn't know that. Do you know when I'm playing Challenger World? Yeah, I'll be playing Len. Wait, so Limbo has a chance of dropping 2 different grindstones? And a box for a chance at grindstone? And I'm still 0 for 0? Come on, man. Let me dream. Five should be in the box. So he doesn't drop the 5 anymore? Okay, so you're telling me that there's a chance that you're in an End Limbo party, and you can have the grindstone for level 6, but you don't even have a level 5 yet. Is that what you're telling me? That's so jank, if that's the case. So hypothetically, if one of us gets the level 6 grindstone and doesn't have a 5, we just hold it, right? And then maybe the day that you hit the 5, you also hit the 6 at the same time? Poggers? Yeah, they expect you to have 5 before you get to Limbo. I mean, you don't need a 5 for Limbo, but I guess in their server, the gear isn't going to be as strong, right? It's going to be kind of expensive. I don't know. It's kind of funny. Proc 600 mil, no Oz 5. Unlucky. Is this the last boss I need to do? I think so. So you just need to clear chapter 2? Yeah, once you finish chapter 2, then you can leave the mirror world. Or whatever it's called. Not mirror world, that's this thing. Wait, is it actually mirror world? I forget the law. If I had the poison, this would have been a lot more convenient. Yeah, only need to do 2 chapters, and then you can grind it like a normal character. The dungeons are pretty boring. I think I would have liked the dungeons a little bit more if you didn't have to do so many of them. It was kind of annoying doing them, and it's like, what do you call it? I have 2 crit damage. Hang on, hold that thought for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna drop one of these crit damage rings. The annoying part was definitely where you kind of just did the same dungeon over and over again just to grind for specific resources. I feel like if the dungeons actually gave you exactly what you needed to finish the quests and level you up, like, kind of nicely, it wouldn't have been so bad. Like, you would finish... You'd have to do, like, the same dungeon 2 or 3 times to get all the materials to hand in the quest. And then once you finished all the quest, you weren't high enough level to go into the next dungeon. You know what I mean? So you needed to grind that dungeon like 1 or 2 more times to get the level to go to the next one. I think if they made it a little bit cleaner, it would have been nice. Hello Sentil, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Like, imagine if you just did 1 run of the dungeon, you got exactly what you needed for that quest, you hand the quest, you level up, and you go to the next dungeon. That would have been significantly more bearable. Because at least you're not doing the same dungeon like 5 or 6 times. At least every time you go in and do the story, it's like a different place. It gives it a little bit more variety, even though it's the same kind of content, right? Yeah, they could definitely do with a little bit of like tweaking for the EXP numbers. Would be nice. Would be nice. Ooh, 10 MVPs. Have I heard about the CS2 market dying? I did see a lot of people were very upset about that, but I also saw a lot of people very happy about it, so I don't even know what's going on. Did they change the way that, like... My understanding is that they made it so it's easier to get knives, so the knife market has, like, plummeted, or something like that. Because you can trade in, like... You can tier up into knives and gloves now, right? I do remember seeing a little bit of that. You can trade coverts for knives and gloves. Yeah, that is a move. So everything, the coverts went up, but the knives went down by a lot. I don't think I had any reds in CS. I don't think I had any reds. Damn, you could like, if you randomly bought a bunch of coverts, that's inside trading. Yeah, the knives would easily plummet. I can see that. That is crazy. Wow, what a move by Valve. Alright. So that's the Wild Hunter done. No wasting money there. Did not get any drops. I think I did all of my other bosses, right? I definitely did my battle mages. Did my Xenons. Mechanic. Okay, wow. So I only have my 2 Blaze Wizards left in terms of weeklies. I actually went through quite a lot. I'll do my Blaze Wizard ones later in the week. Because I can wait until it gets the Arcanes maxed. For Arcane Symbols. I just need to wait for the weekly reset on the Sunday. And then I'll be able to do full damage to V-Healer. Finally. What are we tapping today? I don't have anything to tap. I didn't get anything. Didn't get any drops. Yo, this guy got a mag limbo? What's going on here? Somebody has a mag limbo. Holy. Actually looks sick. Oh, it's gone. Caught me staring. Alright, what do we get here? 30 fragments. Should I just use that on my main? Or should I put it on the mule? Wow, they give us so many mag pots. What is this? 3 mag pots. And a transcendent. Oh, 2 mag pots and a transcendent. And there's a few more here, right? Holy! That's a lot of potions. Am I close to maxing my symbols yet? Almost there. 300 more symbols. 15 more days. Roughly. And then I'll be done. Actually, it's a little bit lost, like 20 days. Wait a minute. I think that levels today. Oh, man. The feels when you have to upgrade your sacred symbols. It's just money just leaving your wallet. Let's go quickly do the dailies. Redeem the pots from the winter countdown. The left ones I don't think you will be able to because they expire by the time that the new update comes out. The ones on the right, apparently you can. Because you were able to do something similar last time. Like the stuff on the left here, it expires in like, what, 2 weeks? 2.5 weeks? These ones, you should be able to use on the new character. Reminder to complete your dailies. Yeah, I'm too lazy though. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I want to do here. I finished so many of my weeklies. I guess I could do this Cannon Masters weeklies. But the Cannon Masters weeklies are like kind of whatever. Even if it gets drops, it's not that interesting. Oh, fragment. Winter update drop? No, it'll be on the 12th. Like right after this event ends. This event ends on the 11th, so the 12th should be the update. It's pretty soon. Playable on the 13th. It should be playable on the 12th. Like, the update will probably happen, like, overnight from 11 to 12, I think. Because usually the big updates, they happen on the Wednesdays for us. Like, the big updates. It'll be done before Thursday. Usually. The minor updates are usually done on the Thursday itself. Like yesterday. Like, the small updates happen on the day of reset, but the big updates is the day before reset. Claim symbols. Nice. I'm so close to leveling up, actually. 25%. So much of my EXP, though, has been because of the Luck Sauna. Good old Luck Sauna. Gave us many hours of that for free. Just free EXP. Okay, let's grab this. Back to 66 mil. Maybe I'll just do some weeklies, just for fun. 288 tomorrow? Ooh, congrats. That's big. Yeah, I cannot wait to do a little bit more damage on Limbo as well. Whoops, wrong one. I want this one. This RNG buff, man. I hate this RNG buff. You just don't hit it sometimes. Edge Limbo, bro? I don't know if I'm strong enough for that. I don't know how I didn't die to that. I'm gonna die to this though. $3K during Challenger World 2? No promises actually. I'm really lazy with my dailies in general. I usually do one a day. Black out somebody in Limbo? Dude, I am not streaming my Limbo runs. I mean, why is my drop rate so low? Eh? Did I not put the item drop? Oh, that's not item drop. This is item drop. So confused. No, not a ring box. Not this character. Should have been on the Wild Hunter. Weren't you at 80 yesterday? Yeah, about that. I think I peaked at like 95 yesterday, and then my mech got 3 pitch boss drops in a row. Not even joking. So, just to give you context, I did... What was it? I did Dark Knell, and a CFE dropped. And everyone was like, oh, you gotta tap your CFE. And then I said, well, I'll tap the CFE if I get an ET and a belt. Specifically ET and a belt. And the fact that I actually spent money means you can kind of guess what happened. Actually unreal. That I saw both CFE, ET, and belt all in the same day on the same character. And I tapped all 3 of those, and that's why I have no money now. It's not my fault, it's Nexon's fault. I didn't ask for this. And yeah, I ended up blowing up the CFE boomed, the ET boomed, but the belt went 22, because of course it did. Why is it that... Why is it when anytime anything good happens, it's always with the belt? It's never the ones I care about. It could have been a 22 ET, but nah. The belt's like, yep. Let me get that fail stack. So yeah, I spent like 40 bill overall. The reason why it's only 80 to 60 is because I farmed a bit of it back. It was like 95. I went from 95 to about 50, and then I farmed back the last 10. I wouldn't farm it back, I did some bosses, but yeah. You get what I mean. Yo, how many times have I rolled this thing and I haven't hit ice yet? It's never the thing that replaces something. Dude, the crazy part too is that the ET actually boomed first tap 17 to 18. When I saw all those items drop, I straight up told, like, chat, I told you guys, I saw all these things drop, but I know it's because it's my mechanic. My mechanic's not lucky. I knew I knew something stupid was gonna happen. And of course, it was like literal first tap, 17 to 18. The ET blew up. Dude, I gotta stop spending money. I think I spent like a total of like 160 bill over the last week. Like, it's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. I actually would have hit the 250 bill goal if I didn't spend on anything. But nah, here we are. Hope you guys are happy. Still have 20 times your meso? What, you have 3 bill in your pocket? What happened to your money? I thought you were saving. Whoa! Bonus ET. Holy, what a week. What the? Is that 5 this week? Alright. Sure, I'll take a bonus ET. Hey, neat. I can try to go for 23 after the changes. Yo, you good, JH? I'm telling you, it's channel 30. Unmod me, I'm leaving. 23 now, you get a 25 ET? Nah. I don't want to spend on this character. Venom is spamming? I would, but he's my mod. I need him. Unfortunately, I need him in my chat. It's a necessary evil. I'll allow him to have his crash out. Make a 22 drop ET. That is crazy. Who said ban me? I'm banning them. Wow, holy. Watching you. That's funny. It's always mods get him. But what if it's the mod? That's the problem. Yeah, I've seen 5 pitches this week. Holy. I don't know what to say. That is a lot. And all of them were like pretty decent as well. It wasn't like multiple black hearts either. That is messed up. That is messed up. Oh, come on. Of course the platform breaks underneath me, man. That's the classic. The classic. You put your roll down and then the platform breaks. Okay, what else do we have? Got Damien. You can run Damien. That's actually unreal. 5 pitch. I forget what the math was, but assuming a 3% drop rate across every pitch, I think I have like an 80% chance to see at least one. 80% to see one, but the variance is obviously quite high. But, yo, 5 in 1 week is messed up. Three of them were back to back. 2 of them was back to back. I don't know about the belt was like in between. I think I did some other bosses in between. Wasn't fully back to back. Was pretty. Might as well be though. We get to P2 Lotus before my second Origin. I mean, we can. I don't know if I got that much stronger, but we might be able to. Fix the drop rate on that account. Hey, come on, man. You should do it the other way around. Don't fix my drop rate. Ask them to buff your drop rate, so then we can all hit. Yep, that's the positive mental attitude. You want what I have. You should be being. You guys should be dragged up, not me down. Yep. I got an ET drop just then. If you missed it. Channel 30 doesn't work for you? Dude, Channel 30 has been hella working for me. Grats, thank you. I won't be able to do very much with it until a future update, because my current ET is already 22. So I'll wait for a future update and I'll try to go 23 on it. Thankfully, actually, it's one of the rare. It's nice that like this pitch is only like fake double prime. I know some people have like real double primes on their pitch items, and it's like kind of tragic because hitting 23 doesn't feel that good post patch. No, what are these drops? Not on this character. I would really like these ring boxes on my mules. Combat power? If I put on all of my fams, because I just have like the large drop on. 460 with event buffs. What else do I have left? Got Will, Seren. Yeah, I guess I could do Will. This character I actually wouldn't mind a second book. It's one of the few characters that doesn't have a second book. Because every time I've seen another book on this character, I gave it away. But having a second book to just throw flames on might be kind of okay. The rare times where I don't mind the second book. Keep believing in Channel 30. I mean, every ET I've ever seen in Hyperion has been on Channel 30. Even the ones on your Bishop I saw on Channel 30, I'm pretty sure. Those back-to-back ETs, JH, weren't they on Channel 30? I'm a believer. Channel 30 Copium. It doesn't drop all the time, but every time it does drop, it's Channel 30. What did I do now? I got an ET drop on this cat. I wasn't paying attention. That's your guys' fault. I looked at chat. That was you guys. Man, this happens way too often. I die in P2, I mean P1 test so many times, man. Did it go? No, this character already has a 22. So I'm gonna wait for the star forcing changes and then maybe I'll chase 23. There's no point doing it now. Not on this character. If it was on a character that didn't have a 22 ET, I would send it. I would send it. You said early grats on ET? You did? Nice. You manifested it for me. Yeah. I'll try send it after after changes. If it's the changes that we're expecting. Okay, I shot that cannon a little bit too close and he just like left the hitbox didn't carry. 2 years without one? I think, you know what's kind of surprising? I've seen a lot of ETs recently, but I think until about two or 3 weeks ago, whenever my Blaze Wizard hit it, like I got an ET on my Blaze Wizard at some point. It wasn't until then that like I started seeing more ETs. Out of all the pitch, personally on this character, the ET was the one I saw the least. I got really lucky that my first one went to 22. It was like my first and only one for like 3 or 4 years. And it went 22. I don't remember why I went for 22. I must have been like tilted at that point. I don't see a reason to go for 22 ET other than being tilted. But yeah, I actually saw ET the least out of all the pitch. The pitch that I saw the most was easily like it's pretty close between belt and eye patch. I wouldn't know which one was more frequent, but it was definitely a between those two. Your man hasn't seen ET in 20 months. You just weren't chosen. You weren't chosen by Nexon, I guess. Your Mojang has 10 books. Is it cheaper to do 21 before or after changes? I think the average cost is about the same, but the boom chances are higher post-change, outside of event. Like, unless you're on the, like, I think one of the events reduces the boom chances. Like, on that event, it should be like slightly better on the new changes, but otherwise the cost is pretty similar. Variance is higher now. Yeah, I mean you're kind of picking your poison. If you take like the average overall, it should end up being about the same. Although I think the new changes off event, the boom chances are higher, but the average cost is about the same. So yeah, you kind of just... I think if you're not going for anything like crazy, you can do it before the event and not feel too bad about it. That's my take. I didn't press one of my keys because I forgot, and now I'm too stubborn to press it. Selling 21 until changes is the move. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's valid. Okay. Now we can do some of the baby bosses here. Said tap now and tap later. If it goes wrong, it's not my fault. Yo, hold up. That's not how it works. Wait a minute. I feel like I'm getting scammed. Not the blaming. I know a lot of people are very, like, kind of skeptical on the star forcing changes, but we will actually get the announcements probably over this weekend. So we have a week to decide whether or not we want to star force on 5, 10, 15. Because I think 5, 10, 15 is still a pretty good event, especially if you're only chasing, like 19s and 21s. I think it'll be alright. Yeah, 5, 10, 15 is after MapleCon. So, yeah, that works out. You boom source 22 to 23? Yo, hold up. You looking forward to the server or focused on reboot? I'll give MapleStory Classic a go for sure, because I know a lot of my friends who used to play back in the day are gonna like just jump in to experience it. I don't have that strong of a like nostalgic like I don't really have that strong of a nostalgia towards Classic Maple, because I didn't get very far in the content. I probably got to like level 30 and then that was it. But I'll play just for fun, just to join my mates. But whether or not I'll stay on the server, kind of just depends on how the game is designed. If there is more content to do and it's like reasonably possible to reach it, then I can see myself sticking around, but chances are I'm going to be focusing mostly on like reboot. I do like the modern MapleStory a lot. I mean, new mechanism to recover boomed gears. That's what they said. So we're going to have to wait until MapleCon to see if they will expand on that. Because they did say that in the Inkwell notes that there's going to be a way to get back the traces. We'll see. We'll see what they're cooking. You're getting punished for tossing your ET trace? You know how you said like keeping traces is bad luck? Shouldn't have thrown it out. You gotta join the graveyard holders, you know. Gotta be part of the graveyard keepers. They'll teach you to throw things out. That's why you don't litter. Okay, what are we back up to? Back up to 71 bill. Nice. Let's put things away. Implement pitch pity. I can buy my ET there. A hoarding problem like the rest of us. I don't know, I wouldn't say this is a hoarding problem. I've been actually pretty good. I've thrown out a lot of things in the past. You know, I actually kept all of these medals because I wasn't sure if they were going to remove them from the game at all. Because I know like you can keep your... There's like a medals tab that stays there and stuff. But... yeah, I kept all of my jet medals because they might have checked it. You're holding Twilight Marks, the 22 Zerk. Yeah, honestly, this doesn't make sense on this character. Absolutely. I don't have a hoarding problem. Look. Actually, no. Where's Ardent Mill? Oh wait, I don't need to go to Ardent Mill anymore, do we? We can just do it here now. Where is it? Extract. Wow. Honestly, I don't even need the Stellars. Just making sure I'm not extracting anything weird. Okay. Yeah, see? Part of the problem solved. Only partly. Still a lot of garbage in my inventory, not gonna lie. These though, this is just a collection. I've been trying to do this for a while on this character for fun. I just have a bunch of like... wait, what do I have 2 weapon jump fours? I can probably get rid of that. Yeah, I was like collecting these for a while. I was trying to slowly get them to all 4 because I was doing so much Tower of Oz. And these were as far as I could get them. Almost there. I'm missing a Mana Cut 4, Overdrive 4, Reflective 4. Don't really need Tau Boost anymore, but that was kind of cool. Tortoise shell looking thing. This one? You got Slime to 23. Yo, congrats on 23 Slime Ring. It looks wonky. You leave my turtle shell alone. Yeah. Okay, I finished most of my weeklies. Just need to do the Blaze Wizard stuff. I guess I can just chill now. can chill. Can train a little bit. Get some EXP, farm some money. Yeah. Got a decent amount of random pitch for like a future tapping session. So then I can... Maybe I can go for like a 23. But I don't think that's happening anytime soon. It's just a bunch of spares. I do Angler Company, actually. Should I do Angler Company on this character? Yeah, probably should. I do want to max... I want to get 29 in that mastery. That has become my new goal. Lost some money. That was because of yesterday. Yesterday my mech saw 3 pitches and I tapped all 3 of them. It saw a CFE, a belt, and a ET. And I spent 45 bill tapping all 3 of them. ET booms like immediately. First tap, 17 to 18. CFE, yeah, I got to 19 a few times, but it didn't go. And then the belt went 22. Of course it was always the belt. It's always the belt, man. I'm getting trolled by the belt in every way possible. When I want it to go 22, it robs me and then booms. When I don't want it, it goes to 22. And it drops on all the characters that can't use it. What can you do? You're just staring at it. I hate the double tapping one. Sometimes it doesn't go through. Wait a minute. Did I grief myself? A little bit. That was definitely the problem with this character. Like, the pitch that I saw the most of when I was still looking for pitch was always the eye patch. I saw so many eye patches. But eye patch was like one of the first ones I 22'd. Actually, that was the case with my battle mage as well. My battle mage also 22'd the eye patch reasonably early. And it just kept seeing eye patch. It's always the characters that have 22 arcanes that get the arcane boxes, man. That is also the reality. I actually can't wait for 5, 10, 15 because one of the things I'm going to do on 5, 10, 15 is tap my Xenon's arcanes without safeguarding them. It has like 7 or 8 spares of each arcane piece that it needs to 21. Surely that's enough, right? Surely I don't need to safeguard that. Likely tradable in the future? Yeah. That's what they alluded to. I'm really hoping that that's going to be the case because it would be nice just getting the arcane spares on the characters that actually need them. And it actually makes like late game mule building a lot cheaper. Because once you have more characters that can do like C10 and stuff like that, then the requirement in a sense to safeguard arcanes drops, right? So it becomes a lot cheaper. If you have, let's say, 4 or 5 C10 mules, you can probably see like 1 or 2 boxes a week, possibly. Like it's not the craziest thing to get. 1 or 2 boxes across 5 characters. And yeah, you'll be able to probably just prog your arcanes without safeguarding them, which will be nice. How to do the rope tech. So when you press up on the portal, at the same time you press rope lift, and then it will just like scoot you up towards the top. Then it has 21, and I have 10 replace of each. All I need... Don't need to safeguard. I don't know about going for 22. I don't go for 22 with my mules anyway. I refuse to go 22 arcanes on any of my mules. I gotta really like a character to 22 it. I don't like any of them that much. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my mules like chilling at 21 anyway. It's your Legion champion? I mean, fair. You definitely need a little bit more money when it comes to going for like Carlos. I think Carlos is the one where you probably need the most amount of money. But I guess for Saren, you don't need 22s for Saren, that's for sure. It does make it easier though. Saren you can kind of brute force by training. Oh. Almost got me. I think I'm running out of coins here. Not coins, points to swap the thing. Yeah, I am out of points. Ah, man. Oh, just enough if I don't mess this up. I got him on the bounce back. I had just enough points. Oh, tragedy. I wasn't paying attention. I was like, oh, I just need to do the double tap. I didn't pay attention to where he was in relation to when I pressed it. It just bounced off the map. Oh, hang on. I have somebody at the door. Give me a second. Alright, no griefing this time. Alright, paying attention. There we go. That's all I had to do last time. I done griefed. What the? Oh, there's a ladder in the way. Does this go in the right spot? Oh wow, it did. One and done. So lucky. Bro, it's Angler Company. What a waste of luck. Honestly, luck doesn't even matter anymore. It's just accept it for what it is. Alright. Oh. This reminds me of flag race. Man, you guys got me good on one of those flag races. It was like in the middle of it and you guys turned off my screen. Unbelievable. The guys in the guild will have been having a laugh at my expense regarding my bossing adventures with you guys turning on and off my screen and stuff. It's good content. Oh, all according to plan. Didn't realize how squishy you are compared to most classes. I think in bossing you won't notice the difference. But yeah, for training, I think it was Doorblade and for Nightlord. I remember when I was doing that manually, like before we had Strawberry Farm and, you know, extreme growth potions donated to us every event. I remember when I was grinding on the thieves, it was actually kind of miserable. Like, you get hit by a mob and it's like 90% of your HP gone. Like, if you don't have an auto heal pot, it's just unplayable. Actually unplayable. Alright. Nice. I think that's pretty much it for the stuff I needed to do. I guess I can do Monster Park, but I'll leave that for Sunday to get things. I'll do the rest of my weeklies on the Monday, and we have recovered a decent amount of our money. I have some flames I can spare on something. I feel like there were some characters that had very questionable arcanes that needed fixing. It was either my Wild Hunter or my mech. It had weird arcanes and stuff. Let's find out, shall we? Okay, these arcanes are kind of weird, but they're not that bad. They're like 130, 120 to 130 flame score. There was one that was actually just straight bad. It's like a 60 flame score somewhere. Would I main Wild Hunter after the changes? I don't think I will, but not because I think the class is bad, but my enjoyment in the game is definitely spread across playing on multiple characters. Okay, this one has 105 flame score. Yeah, you know what? Was that 105 or 115? Nah, I need to check all my other characters. I mean, I would like to fix it because the flame's on the lower end, but there's a good chance I just use all my flames and nothing happens and I'll be sad. I'm sure there was a character that just had like very bad arcane flames. Let me double check. And then I'll just dump all the flames on that. Let's find out. 126, 92 and 5. No, these flames are fine. Huh. Am I gaslighting myself? Maybe it was that. It was a 66 and 5 maybe? I mean, the Wild Hunter could also go with better flames. But I only want to fix one at a time. Let's have a quick look. 90 and 5, 110. Well, holy, these flames are actually okay too. Alright, maybe it was the mech. It was the mech all along. 66 and 5 on the lower side. It's like a CRA flame. We can do better than that. And I'll just dump all the flames onto this character. All the random bossing flames. Where do you guys put your random bossing flames? Do you guys have a particular character you dump them on? I know, like for the green cubes, I used to like just send them on my mules and then see if anything hits. Let's see. Yeah. Can do better than this. Using red flames no longer sparks joy. Even if the flame's bricked, I can just wait until next time I get some more. I'm going kind of slowly because with this one, between the glowing cubes and these red flames and E-flames, it's so easy to accidentally roll over what you might need. Alright, we went from 66 and 5 to 30 and 5 attack. That's okay though. Okay, I think though, I know it's like kind of early, but that might be it for today's stream because I have some things I need to prep for tomorrow. I gotta go to a wedding tomorrow. It starts at 8. Like the guests are meant to be there in the morning at 8. That is so early. I gotta wake up at like 6 o'clock for a wedding. That's pain. But yeah. Hopefully you guys had a chill time today. Didn't really do much, but we got something fun. We got an ET on the main. So we can send that to 23 in a future patch, hopefully. And yeah, I'll probably see you guys again on the Monday. Hopefully you guys... Actually, are you guys gonna... Is this Sunday the 30%? Well, if you guys decide to tap on 30%, then sure. Probably not the best idea, but maybe just the way to see the MapleCon updates. But yeah, appreciate you guys as always. Hopefully you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys again on Monday. Take care, guys.